What's up, guys? This is your boy James, aka 68J, coming to you on this Monday. Our new time is 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is left all my stuff out here. 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mike Collins says is it 3 a.m.? Good Lord, Mike Collins, is it that early? 3 a.m. this morning. Oh my goodness. Mike Collins, you are the man. The fact that my brother, make sure I got I see my green screen right. The fact that my brother Mike Collins is up at 3 a.m., is it really that time there? Oh my goodness. I didn't realize that my late night would be your morning. And man, much love. I appreciate you, brother. You probably in bed just chilling, hanging out. Much love to everyone that's here right now. My apologies. I don't see Marvin Davis. I had a few people that actually jumped on, and then the stream actually froze. So why did that happen? I don't know. Is the government after me? I don't know. Good Lord. I got some information on that with my buddy who was shut down. We'll talk about that in a minute. Mike Collins in the house. Crypto Tropics. Nest Force. What's up, Big Watch Dude? Yo, 68J. What's up, Nest Force? How you doing, fam? Big Watch Dude. What's up, family? Appreciate you, Mike Collins. My beautiful queen, Jeanette, is in the house. My queen is in the house. Let me see here. So I know we got some people that probably are standing by. I feel bad that they were stuck on the froze stream. Why did that happen? I have no idea. I started it just the way that we started it right now. Oh, you're at work? Wow. Perfect time. Okay, Mike Collins, but this is going to be the new time, man. Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here in California, which is back on the East Coast, New York, Florida. That would be 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then where Mike Collins is at is 3. I don't know, is that 3 p.m. then, Mike Collins, I guess? 3 p.m.? I guess at 3 p.m. of your time, right? Mike Collins making that money. You know Mike Collins, that's what he does. He's out there making that big money. Guys, I am super excited right now. Bitcoin, oh my goodness. Crypto, we got a market cap at 1.22 trillion, which is still, we used to get excited about that, right? And we saw back in what was it? Where did it get up to? Like, we were up in the trillions, right? Back in 2021. But man, what's getting ready to come is going to be crazy. What's getting ready to come is, oh my goodness. So it looks like I got two prices here because on CoinGecko, and I wonder this is, let's see. I don't think this is where the stream actually, let me see if CoinGecko shows. Okay, so we were at, just a while ago, CoinGecko showed Bitcoin at 31,300 something. So you can see this thing moves. When it gets up to this, you can see it moves really quick. We were at 31,000. Actually looks like we topped it at 340, 31,340 earlier today. When my stream froze just a second ago, we're at 31,200. And you can see how quick that moves up and down, by $100 is nothing. So, we can look up and it could be 400 or 500. It's just the way it works out. So Bitcoin has been on fire. And is that part of the plan? I think so. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about it. Crypto held hostage by the SEC. And I had a long conversation with one of my counterparts, someone who I've got a lot of respect for. He's part of that four-man, the Four Kings group that we have really in-depth things. Uh-oh. Look who pops up. My man Griff is in the house. What's up, Griff? Griff, the legend himself. Now, I got to be very careful, and I would have been very careful regardless because Griff is a very high-end, high-profile guy who, I got to be very careful about what we talk about. So, Griff, I'm gonna be very careful. We can't talk about everything that we talk about. Griff is one of those guys that's on another level as far as his status. Very important government figure, and we'll just leave it at that. But what happened with my man Griff is, I can say certain things, and we had a Griff, we probably talked for at least a couple hours today about crypto and what's happening and how it's being held hostage and manipulated. So we're going to talk about those things. But before we do, let's get into the rest of the prices. Again, Bitcoin, 31,261. We got Ethereum benefiting from the Bitcoin pump. I think Ethereum might be the only coin that's really benefiting. Good Lord. Oh, no, there's a few of them. It's at 1955. What a crazy year. 1955. I wasn't born yet, but just sounds cool. BNB is at 246. We got XRP at 48 cents. And this is what a lot of our conversation was around. It was around a lot of different things in the market, but specifically XRP and how it's not really moving, and we're going to talk about that. But back when just here earlier last month, when Bitcoin was at 27,000, we had a 52-cent strong XRP. And I think a lot of it was the anticipation of what was going to be coming with the Him email. Then the Him emails obviously came out. We are 56 cents. And right now, no matter how good Bitcoin's doing, I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin bounced up to 32, 33, 34,000. XRP just cannot maintain that 50 cents. We're going to talk about that. Cardano right now with a 6% pump over the last 24 hours. It's at 29 cents right now. Dogecoin up 5% for the week. It is at 6 cents. We got LTC, which has been on fire like Mariah back in the 80s. It's at 107, 21%. Who would have saw that coming from Litecoin? 21% for the last 7 days, and it's actually been up a lot higher than that at one point. I think it doubled up. We've got Solana right now at 1934. Again, it's up at 18.77%. If you look at Solana, I mean, that thing, it got all the way down, obviously, with FTX at 8 something, but then also here last month, it was down quite a bit. So that thing's having this pump. Some of these coins you can't hold down no matter what you do. TRX right now is at 7 cents. We got Polkadot up 7.69%. For the week, it's at 545. We got Matic Polygon. Here's another one. The last time Bitcoin was at 31,000, Matic was at like 126 or 125 or something like that. So it's down. Now, it's had a bit of a pump right now. We're up 3.33% over the last 24 hours, 8.89% of the last week. We saw this thing last month, towards the middle of last month. It got down to what, 58, 57 cents? So, I mean, you got about a 15% pump. So that's huge right now. I mean, but still it's being compressed down because it was one of the coins that was named in the possible suit here. Matter of fact, let me, guys, hold on one second. Let me have my wife close that door, because this is what happens when that front door is open. Give me a second there. Do me a favor and close that front door, please. So what happens is we try to let our dogs have some fresh air, but whenever I'm live, they just bark at everything that walks by. If they hear a noise, they bark. If there's people doing construction, they bark. They bark at anything. So I had to have the wife, excuse me, while I had her close the door. TON right now is at 144. We've got AVAX at 1321. We've got Shiba. 5 zeros and a 7. Shiba. What's going on with Shiba? And that's another coin that we were talking about today as well, Shiba. And hopefully I remember to go over some of the things. Me and Griff had a great conversation today. Chainlink is at 658. We got Atom Cosmos at 987. We got Uniswap at 550. I'm not going to go through everything. I'm going to just talk about some of the ones that are really going. Right now, Stellar's still showing a strength at 10 cents right now, 10.5 cents. It's up 13.8% over the last 7 days. We've got Filecoin showing some resilience right now. That thing got down to what was it like? Right at almost 4, like 4 something, like 40 something, something like it's at 465. So kudos for that 16.47% pump, saying, hey, heck no, we're strong. We got ICP at 444. We got LDO up 13.5. That's what I'm saying. Like some of these coins, guys, over the last 7 days has shown that it's just being compressed down. They want to pop. And I would like to see some of that out of Ripple. And we haven't seen that, and we're going to talk about that, right? We've got HBAR right now showing no life at all at 4 cents. We got Arbitrum right now at $1.16 right now. Not a whole lot going on with that as well. But again, it's had this little bit of a pump over the last couple weeks. It got all the way down to like 90 something cents. So if you caught that dip and you were able to position yourself, you're up a little bit. You're pretty happy. We got VChain right now up 11% over the last 7 days. Crow, if you didn't know, it's at 5 cents right now. We got Near, let's make it clear, at 145. We've got GRT up 18.19%. Good Lord, almost, well, there you go. It's at 18% right now at 12 cents. So if you caught this thing under, what, it got right around that 10 cent mark. We got Stack It Ups, just like Tell Songs, at 71 cents right now. Algo, not a lot going on in the last week, but it's about 2% over the last 24 hours. It is at 12 cents. EGLD having a 5% pump over the last week. It's at 35.73. Optimism, 134. Phantom, 31 cents. Sandbox, pumping 6%. That thing was 3 for $1. No longer. If you didn't catch it, to getting back to 2 for $1. I'm telling you, sometimes there's opportunities, guys, and you don't see it now. 3 for $1, 2 for $1. You know, next thing you know, 1 for $1. So expect great things from Sandbox in the next bull run. RNDR is at 221, up 6%. Actually, almost 8% in the last 24 hours. RNDR, look at this thing, 221. I mean, I'm telling you, some of these coins, man, are just, they're going to explode. XTZ is at 84 cents. We've got Mana, definitely not 3 for $1 anymore. It's going to be 2 for $1 here in a little bit. Hopefully you took advantage of that. It's at 6.12% over the last 24 hours. I'm sorry, last week. It's at 40 cents. We got Theta is showing almost a 4% gain over the last week. It's at 77 cents. Anything else? Pepe. Pepe. Almost 20%. Pepe taking everybody to the promised land. Pepe's going to buy somebody a nice car and a house, huh? I don't know who it is. It ain't me. But it's at 5 zeros and a 1-8. We got Flow, if you didn't know, it's up like 23% over the last week. It's at 67%. That's what I'm saying. Like, when I look at some of these coins, look at this. 10% Neo at 9.79. INJ up 15% over the last week. 8.56. Curved out. Some of these coins are just like, look, man, they're not meant to be down. It's like, look, forget this. We're going to go up almost 15% for the week. It's at 78 cents. I mean, it's just crazy. You can't keep some of these coins down. Gala right now is kind of stagnant at 2 cents. We got GMX up almost 8% for the week at $57. This thing was 2 for $1. Remember, guys, I called it out. It came. It's gone. We've got an almost 3.5% pump on XTC right now for the week. It's at 3 cents. We got Sue at 70 cents. Casper CSPR at 3 cents. We've got anything else worth talking about? Rune, 109, up 10% for the week. Whoa. What the heck is Global Currency Reserve? GCR. Did anybody call that? The hell is GCR? Up 886%. Anybody know what this coin is? Rank number 99. Did it come out of nowhere? Mike Collins. What's this one, Mike Collins? But mining on my phone. Okay, you're mining Monero? Look at Mike Collins. Boy, this dude, man, Mike Collins got everything going on. Beekeeper69, what's up, my brother? Oh, almost choked my coffee. Beekeeper69, big bro in the house. What is GCR? Anybody know what this is? I never heard this coin. Did it come out of nowhere? It's only Pancake Swap and Yobit. Yeah, I don't even know when this thing came out. Let's take a look. Did this thing just drop? No, this thing's been out for a while. GCR, global currency. Whoa. Well, somebody, oh my goodness. Holy crap, guys. This thing was 3 zeros and a 2. This thing was 3 zeros and a 2. Just what? Last week. No, that's not right. That's April. But still, even in April, that's crazy, man. Where did this thing come from? Anybody know about this coin? Looked at that, never thought it would do much, but it comes out of basically nowhere. Mike Collins, I've never heard this before. We missed that one, CKS. I mean, this thing was just in April. This thing was 3 zeros and a 2. You could have got rich. GCR. What the hell? What is GCR? Let me see if I can find a... What is this? I mean, it's got me looking out with that kind of a pump. Creating buyer demand with an exclusive... Huh. Building real cryptocurrency value by creating buyer demand with an exclusive commerce benefit. GCR coin, the ultimate cryptocurrency. GCR coin is a new distributed cryptocurrency offering anyone the possibility to take advantage of the benefits of using cryptocurrencies in an easy way with an added value. Some of these advantages are ease of use of your account or wallet, okay? Promptness in operations with no limits, okay? Expense reduction for transactions, confidentiality, value-free from depreciation, and government or financial institution intervention. Possibility to get coin revaluations. And GCR coin transactions are managed and verified by our user network. For this reason, we also offer the possibility to get an additional benefit by participating in this transaction verification process, thanks to proof of stake system. Oh, no wonder I'm hot. My fan's off. This means that the system rewards you with new coins. Just for using the wallet that participates with transaction verification. I mean, what is going on with this thing? Dang it! Look, it says 2015 Global Currency Reserve LLC. This thing's been out for a while. 2015. Never heard of it. Is this like one of those? Was this one of those secret things, Mike Collins? Like nobody knew about? What is going on with this, Mike? I never heard of this. Look, guys, you got to understand something. 2 months ago, this thing was at 3 zeros and a whatever the heck I just said. 3 zeros and a what did I just say? 3 zeros and a 2? Wait, that just 3 zeros and a 1 at one point. This is crazy. You could have cut this thing right around April. Actually, June. No, wait, is that May? Like a month and a half ago. That's crazy. I'm telling you guys, I've never heard of this coin. And it's very rare that I say that I've never heard. I mean, especially something pumping like this. Ranked right now, numbered what, 99 did it say? This came out of nowhere. Ranked number 99 on market cap. Crazy. Guys, I normally don't get stumbled on something, but this one's got me a little shocked. Holy crap. Whoa. Yeah, I'm a little shocked on this one, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. So what did I say? Let me go back down to this thing again. Yeah, I don't know if, looking at the circulating supply. Whoa. This is the last 7 days. So what is that for the last... This just shows the last 7 days. I would think for the last couple months, this thing is up massive. Last 7 days, almost 900%. So the last month or so, what is up, a couple thousand percent or something? That's ridiculous, or more. Guys, it got me on this one. All right, let's keep it going. Crypto Tales, what's up, my brother? Yeah, this one got me stumped. GCR got me stumped, and we missed it. I'm telling you, I don't. It's nothing you can say about that one because I'd never heard of it before, so I don't feel bad. It came out of nowhere. Just checked. I voted for it to be listed on the exchange. What? You did, Mike Collins? Did you buy some of that, Mike Collins? Because, man, if you had just $1,000, that thing pumped out. Oh, my goodness. That's one of those ones, man. Hold on, guys. Let me turn on my fan. For some reason, it's hot in here. Hold on a second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. It's hot, and I'm drinking hot coffee, and I was having hot flashes right now. I'm like, wait a minute. Woo! Now I feel that ceiling fan. I'm feeling amazing. Hopefully it doesn't mess with my sound. Okay, guys, let's get with it. So that's our market cap. Let's get into what's going on Twitter. So I was talking earlier with Griff, and let me recognize some of the family that's here. C-Cats, what's up, my brother? Wow, look at the comments on CoinMarketCap. They say they can't sell it. Oh, really? What? I didn't see that. That's why crypto is so dangerous. Man, I'm telling you, C-Cats, it's crazy. See, I didn't know nothing about it. They can't sell it. So, and that's man, and that's what's so sad. I mean, I don't know why it pumped in the first place, but can you imagine being in a coin? Could you imagine being in something like, something you're excited about, like Shiba or whatever, and you've been waiting for that penny to become a millionaire, and all of a sudden it hits that penny and you can't cash out. And I'm not saying that about Shiba. I'm just saying this coin has been out longer than Shiba. This coin has been, I mean, I showed it, 2014, 2015. And to be positioned, even if you got lucky and put in $1,000 or you put in 10,000, whatever it was, and you look up and you're like, oh my God, I'm worth millions of dollars, and you can't cash out. See, Kaz, that would have me irritated as all you know what. And me and Griff were talking about that with certain things, guys. We're going to talk about that right now. So me and Griff had a crazy conversation today. What'd you say? That's what really scares me. That would just be my luck. You know, it's true. See, Kaz, I'm going to come back to that in a minute. Nesforce, what's up, my brother? Crypto Tales! Yes, you already know how Griff does it. Griff, the man, the myth, the legend. Anthony Weiner's in the house. Mike Collins, my brother, holding it down, making money while he's making money. Mike Collins make money when he sleeps. Big Watch Dude says, much respect, Ness Force. Crypto Tells in the house, showing love to everybody. Laurel Jack, what's up, Laurel? Beekeeper 69's in the house. Ness Force, you know how we get down. It's Monday evening. That's right. Big Bro 10. You know how we do it. We got a new time now. Griff. So I was talking to Griff man, we were on the phone for at least a couple hours today, Griff. We be having some long ones, man. Me and Griff, and sometimes me and my man Iron Man and my boy Bub. So yeah, we had an interesting conversation. Griff, who's a very high, prominent, important figure in the government, and sometimes I won't go any more than that. But the fact that his Twitter was shut down, and Griff had made a comment about was it like some things that some people might say and it was nothing that was horrible. It was Hillary Clinton type stuff, Gary Gensler, what his opinion was. And sometimes when you're high in like that, even if your Twitter is not got thousands, the thing is, like I told Griff, sometimes, man, it's because of who you are and the access that you have and the things that that when you make a comment, they'll shut you down. And I've said a lot of things. I've talked about conspiracies. I've talked about I've thrown up all kinds of thumbnails. I've called Gary Gensler certain things. I've called Elizabeth Warren certain things. It's all public information. It's all right here on my YouTube channel. You can go through and look. And I said it, and I meant every word of it. And I'm not shut down. So they obviously shut my man down, and that's horrible to get shut down when you're such a good. I mean, Griff is one of the best dudes out there, one of the real ones out there. So I just told him, I said, man, sometimes when you're of an important status like that and you say something, they're watching you. You just got to be careful. So we talked about some things I want to talk about today. Okay, 6 yeah, I'll give you a coin. $20 went up to 340. What? Mike Collins, you kidding me? Mike Collins, stop. $20 and it went up to 314K and you couldn't cash out, Mike Collins? What? 2 weeks ago, oh, you definitely got hit with a rug pull. What coin was that, Mike Collins? I never heard of that, bro. I'm telling you, that's why you guys got to be careful about crypto. You hear what Mike Collins just said? A coin that he had like $20 invested and went up to 314K, man. I'm telling you, rug pulls are real. And that's why, like, even when you deal with coins like Pepe, some people got lucky. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, I remember the story about the guy with, I don't know everybody, but there was a guy with Pepe who he invested early, and his account got up to like millions of dollars, but he could only cash out like 600 something thousand. I remember a story like that. I don't know if you guys remember that story. You remember that story, Mike Collins, CKS? It was something like that. Like his account got up to millions, but they only let him cash out like 600 something thousand. So I mean, that's the bad. I mean, and of course, look, no one's crying over 600 something dollars, especially if you invested like, let's say, a few grand. And it went up to millions of dollars. You're like, oh my God, I just made $3 point something million. And you thinking about all this. I'm about me a house. I'm about to go get this Lambo. I'm about to go take care of my mom's, whatever it is. And all of a sudden you look up and you can only cash out 600 something dollars. Would you be mad? Would you be mad, CCAS? How many people would be mad at that? I'm just wondering. CCAS says, shoot. What? CCAS says, I'll take that 600. CCAS almost choked on my coffee laughing at that one I was trying to swallow. CCAS said, "Now I don't mind that kind of. You can screw me on that. Now if I made 3 point something million and you screwed me and gave me 600K, he said I'll be mad, but I'll be cashing out mad." Oh my goodness! iGold is being backed by an exchange. That's crazy, guys. I'll be mad, of course, but he said I'll be good. Cha-ching! Mad while I'm counting that money. I'll be mad, of course, but I would make that work. So, and that's the thing, guys. So our I don't know why our stream froze, but our thumbnail for today is, or our subject is, crypto being held hostage by the SEC, guys. You guys understand, when I look at this right now, guys, and I see Bitcoin, let me refresh this, at 31,272. Look, guys, you guys understand if Gary Gensler, who's just totally overstepped his bounds, his I guess his authority or his power, but somehow he's able to. Me and Griff, I won't bore you guys with the details, but we kind of got into why that is happening and who that could go up to. Could go all the way up to, honestly, to Biden. It could be some just special group of people who, because look, guys, whenever someone does something of this magnitude and they have no worries of repercussion, it kind of makes you wonder why. Right? It kind of makes you wonder, like, why did they do this? Why is this happening? What gave them the type of confidence to carry that out? I mean, he was just in front of the committee where he was asking for more research sources, asking for more funding, saying that he was going to try to seek approval to do this and do that. And then all of a sudden he goes out and he does it anyway. Right? And it's almost like whoever is watching him, whoever's above him, whoever's controlling this narrative, this Operation Choke Point 2.0, the Elizabeth Warren, whether it goes up to Biden, whoever else is involved, is almost like they watch that committee hearing and say, you know what, if they're going to be asking tough questions that we can't answer, because it's we, right? It's them, whoever's above their puppet. Gary Gensler is nothing but a puppet. They got his hand up in his butt. He's a puppet at best. Just like Jay Clayton was a paid puppet. And that's one of the things that me and Griff was talking about. I'll get to that in a minute. But it's almost like they gave this guy the green light to go ahead and set off this attack. And we've talked about this before. But the reason I want to talk about held hostage is because when you look at how Bitcoin is playing out right now, Bitcoin is the only coin really, besides Ethereum, that's really benefiting from all this news. And you question how that's possible. We give Bitcoin so much credit for pumping in this difficult time. When you've had the him and emails, you've had scandals, you've got payoffs, you've got conspiracies, you've got manipulation, you've got the fact that they're trying to sue. And really, we talked about this, me and Griff, today, where they're trying to damage any way that we can access crypto and really put in the forefront the narrative that we've got to use institutions that they can track. And I want to kind of talk to you guys about some of these possibilities. Now, I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying it's exactly what it is, but let's just talk about it. Oh, Lord, Jay is lit tonight. We're going to talk about it, right? So here's my question, guys. What if this narrative, and me and Griff talked about this, and I want to get some of you guys' feedback here. What if some of this is, think about it. The him and emails were coming out 8 days before they filed a lawsuit against Binance and Coinbase, and then they listed all these dozens of coins as possible securities. So as Ripple's waiting for their end result, the summary judgment from Judge Torres, they start this new fire, right? And you guys got to understand, I don't think this is a pump fake. I don't think this is just crap. You got to understand, like, the lawsuit they filed on Ripple, you can say whatever. You can say, it'll be over soon. Don't worry about it. They went after somebody. Look, guys, Ripple has paid $200 million. Ripple has fought a 2.5-year battle over Jay Clayton's fraudulent law. I have to say fraudulent because when you're talking about Ethereum was behind this as well. Jay Clayton got a $15 million check. We found out that Wang Zhang from China was behind it. You find out Prometheum comes out of nowhere, and gets to sit in front of Congress like it's representing all of crypto, which is not. No one here voted for Prometheum to be the spokesperson for all of crypto. They got no real. All they got is a business. They got no assets that they list, but yet they're talking for all of crypto. They were funded by the Wenchang Corporation out of China. The same corporation that has some type of that's in cahoots with the same company that gave Bill Hemming $15 million. Jay Clayton, who filed the lawsuit against, and it's almost like now it's starting to piss off people internally. They're talking about people within the SEC coming out saying certain things. You got Jay Clayton now saying that Gary Gensler of the SEC is overstepping their boundaries. I mean, you say that, but you're the one who filed this frivolous, this ridiculous lawsuit against Ripple. It's just, and maybe he's mad because he didn't get a big check, huh? Think about it. Jay Clayton is now speaking after the him and the emails came out. Why you didn't say this before, Jay Clayton? Why are you saying this now that everyone knows that Bill Hemming got $15 million? You pissed off now, huh? Do I smell snitching? Huh? You snitching? Because you didn't get riching? Let me stop. So you bitten, good Lord. I almost said the other word. You snitching because you didn't get riching? So now you bitching? Let me stop. Good Lord. Did I say that out loud? I was thinking that. So I'm just saying, guys, it's, oh my goodness, manipulation at its finest. So what if there's this scenario where you do everything you can, understanding that Ripple's coming to an end, and really probably understanding that this has all been BS, that you guys are caught up in getting paid off, you're getting caught in lies, you're getting caught in your connection with China, you got Prometheum, you got all these scandals. Meanwhile, you're talking about this lawsuit is against one of the most prominent, real businesses on the planet when it comes to crypto. I mean, if you look at Ripple, what is Ripple if it's not early stages of Apple? What is Ripple? Look how they run their business. Does Ripple and Brad Garland house not remind you of an early Apple and Steve Jobs? I'm just saying, does anybody disagree with that? Shane Sullivan? Is that not what we're seeing? Ripple? Brad Garland house? Like the early signs of an Apple? Huh? And Steve Jobs? I mean, that's how amazing this company is. Real world partnerships with extraordinary utility. Something that actually solves a problem. Huh? Is that not what we're seeing? So I'm telling you guys, like, this is definitely an attack on crypto. It's definitely an attack on Ripple. And me and Griff were talking about, I said, Griff, what if all this, especially the way they came out with the lawsuit right at that moment, right with 8 days left to go. Now you got all these companies filing ETFs, and then they reset that. They don't approve those things because there's certain companies that were expecting to get approved before other companies. You had Kathy Wood over at ARK Investment saying, wait a minute, I know we're getting approved before this company because we filed, our dates show that we filed before this. So right after all that was said, guess what happened? No one got approved, and everybody had to do what? Refile, and guess who's on top of that list now? So it's kind of like, hey, we're not going to approve everything, but we're going to go across the board, and we're not going to approve anyone, but then, hey, JP Morgan, you guys, go ahead and file first. I'm just saying, like, there's so many scandals going on, but all this, because what it did is it woke up the industry to saying the big money is coming in, right? The big money is getting ready to come in. And so what it's doing is it's giving all this positive narrative. What if it holds to hold the market back? No, Mike Collins, I'm with you. No, what if it's to hold the market back? Mike Collins, that's exactly where I was trying to get with this, brother. I'm telling you, that's why I know Mike Collins is a brilliant dude. That's what I'm saying. It's to hold the market back, but allow Bitcoin to flourish. Because even if you try to hold something back, you're trying to hold altcoins back. Meanwhile, when you got all this money, I'm telling you guys, Mike Collins, you hit on the head. They're trying to hold the market back where all this money is funneled into Bitcoin. It's kind of like this. Imagine XRP being in this lawsuit, and every major institution in the world started buying XRP. It's going to go up. And even if there's all this FUD in the market and all this fear and all these lawsuits and all these scandals, XRP is still going to go up if that was that. But instead, it's happening with Bitcoin. I'm telling you guys, they secretly opened the floodgates. Where even though people are trying to you think because people are trying to apply for ETFs, that's stopping big money from coming in? There's no reason for Bitcoin to be 31,200 other than there's money pouring into the system right now. And I'm telling you, it's about to get crazy. And I was telling Griff, I said, Griff, for the first time since I've been in crypto, and I've never said this before, I've never said, look guys, I really believe Bitcoin can go from 0 to 100 real quick. I see it. I think Bitcoin can go from its current position right now, 30,000, and I think it can hit six figures like in a blink of an eye. Because if all these ETFs start getting approved, guys, I mean, let's talk about, I'm going to go over some of the stuff that me and Griff talked about. So right now, here's my question. Where could you buy XRP legally in the United States? Where? Uphold, right? That's the only place that I know of. Anyone else that knows any place you can buy XRP legally in the United States? If you have something that you know, put it in the comments here. Go ahead. I'm not talking about KuCoin. I'm not talking about MEXC. I said, where can you buy XRP legally right now in the United States? Or who's offering it besides Uphold? Anybody? Now, if I'm wrong, I'm waiting for a listing here because I want to I don't want to say something. I'm just saying from what I understand. Right? Now, if there's somewhere that I'm not knowing about, please list it and I'll say it. Right? Uphold. That's it, Crypto Tales. So here's the thing. Okay, so what if the narrative, now think about this. And again, what if? Okay, guys, please forgive me if I go a little bit conspiracy theory here. That's right. That's it. Okay, that's it. Crypto Tails. Okay, so Tails, here's my question to you guys. What if there's a day where they shut off retail from buying XRP? And I want you guys to understand this. Now, just hear me out. Me and Griff were talking about this because there's got to be some spin to this, right? Number one, they're holding crypto industry. They're holding the crypto industry hostage by creating all this FUD. What they did to, look how it's devastated XRP. Look how it's held XRP down. Even though you see these little pumps with, and again, Ethereum is they're part of the scandal, bro. They're part of the scandal. Let's get this clear before anything else. And I'm not trying to rain on anybody's parade. Ethereum is part of the freaking scandal. Vitalik Buterin, ties to China, Prometheum, paying off Bill Hinman, is all documented. I'm not some preacher preaching from feeling. I'm preaching from the word, meaning that this is all emails, messages, documentation, comments, articles. Everything's proven. Ethereum is part of the problem. Ethereum tried to sell out their own brotherhood. And I don't think they were ever part of it, because if you think about it, is it an American company? No. Is Vitalik Buterin some American? No. Is he in cahoots with China? Yes. Is there a scandal and a conspiracy? Hell yeah. Did he try to destroy everything that wasn't related to Ethereum? Hell yeah. In 2018, was Ripple number 2 in the world behind Bitcoin? Yes. That's why all this happened, guys. Now, they didn't do this to XLM. Is XLM in trouble? Or is it XLM in a lawsuit? Is XDC? Why not? Right? So the point that I'm trying to make, guys, I'm sorry about that. My doorbell's. The point that I'm trying to make, my dog's going crazy again. Okay, we had a delivery. The point that I'm trying to make, and again, I got XDC. It's nothing against XDC. I'm just saying, why Ripple? The number 2 asset. It's because Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, is a solid business. And do you realize that the government was actually testing Ripple back in the day before the lawsuit? They actually tested the use case for Ripple. And they were like, whoa. You got to understand, we're not dealing with, look, the government and the people that are surrounding those in the government, they're a lot smarter than people give them credit for, right? They came into crypto late. Look, they knew what Bitcoin was. They understood where Bitcoin. Now, I do think that they slept on the industry, and so they're pissed and they're embarrassed because they didn't move first, and they're upset because people like you and I, we're out of the matrix, and a lot of us, they're not. You got to understand, only a certain percentage of people in the world are even in crypto, and here in the United States, only a certain percentage. They're mad about that percentage. They're mad about Mike Collins and Shane Sullivan, and Anthony Random, CKAZ, and Crypto Tails, and Griff, and 68J, and BQ69, and Crypto. They're pissed because they want it all. They want to be in control of everything. So the only way they could do this from all these pioneers like you and I, because if you got into crypto before all this started this year, you're a freaking pioneer. I'm not saying you're an early pioneer, but you're a pioneer because you're in before so many other people. And instead of them just moving on, they're mad, they're pissed, they're embarrassed behind FTX and all the scandals they had their hands in, their pockets in. That's why that guy's still playing video games at home. He's part of the narrative. But if you don't think that this scandal goes all the way up, guys, and so so here's the thing. I was telling Griff this today. I said, what if, because again, the ruling with the SEC, and again, guys, let me back up because I'm kind of all over the place. I think I found peace once John Deaton went on to his crypto law Twitter. I don't have it right in front of me, but his platform. And he explained that Judge Torres has over 500 open cases. I think 44 or 45 of those cases are high profile. Murder cases, extortion, just massive cases that are big. And like he explained, he goes, look, there's people whose lives are going to be forever old. There's people who are holding on for their freedom. So Ripple is just part of the narrative, part of that overall, meaning that it doesn't weigh any more importance. Even though it's important, Judge Torres got a lot of 500 cases and 44 to 45 that are high-end cases. So that's why we're going through this. He also explained that, things like this typically takes between 18 months to 3 years, typically when you look at her history. And the fact that we're in 2.5 years, we're right in the pocket of that. And that we also know by September, she has a deadline that if she doesn't make her ruling or give the summary judgment, she has to hand it over to Congress, which is very embarrassing for a judge. And she's never had that up to this point on her record ever. No judge wants that, where they're almost looked at as incompetent for making a decision. So that definitely gave me some peace. It definitely gave me some understanding to the situation as a whole. But then I started thinking to myself, I said, what if there's a bigger thing here, meaning that, okay, so let's talk about the outcomes. Number one, let's say the SEC wins right out and Ripple loses, which is this, I think people said it's like a 3% chance, especially when you look at the fact that all this scandals coming out. Here's the thing, guys. If I like how John Deaton says, he goes, the whole narrative, the whole perception that she could be possibly corrupted is BS. And I agree with that now that I look at it. Because if that's the case, she didn't help herself at all. If she was, right, paid or biased, which I definitely don't think Judge Torres is, but if she was, why would you let out to him in emails? Because that didn't do anything but show the corruption of the SEC. That didn't do anything but get people to realize that ETHgate was real. All these conspiracy theories about what happened, what could have gone on, it opened up not only the theories that people have with ETHgate, so much more. It brought China into the equation. It brought this scandalous company with the slick back hair guy from Karate Kid, Prometheum, and the Aaron, whatever the hell his scammy behind is. It brought in the connections with Jay Hemmon and this firm that paid him $15 million. It brought in the bias. It brought up Ethereum's, the comments he made, the fact that he's on the board with Wang Chang. He's actually like like part of their whatever technical, whatever team, which is a company that actually have the majority stake in Ethereum. Dude, I'm talking about the Hemmon emails didn't do anything but expose the scandal. And whether you think so or not, this thing has so many areas that it still hasn't even opened up, that is being exposed. So her ruling for the Hemmon emails didn't do anything but really help the narrative. It didn't literally show anything that they said specifically about Ripple. But why in the hell do you think the SEC fought so hard to keep it from being open? 7 times they stopped it. 7 times. There's a reason, guys. There's a reason for everything. You're right, CK. They want this to go on forever, but I'm going to get to that. It's for an end result. Right? And the end result is bringing down a lot of these assets, doing away with a lot, because they don't give a crap about getting a better entry point for Shiba or getting a better entry point for Pepe. They don't care about none of that. This is the early stages of the 90% wipeout of crypto. You hear what I'm saying? This is the early stages of wiping out coins that won't even exist in the future. They won't even exist. And the problem is people don't even see it. They won't exist. Some of them will. What's an old saying? SW next. Some will, some won't. So what? Next. Hopefully you did your due diligence and you're not riding all on a 10%. You don't got your whole portfolio investment riding on a 10% or thinking, I'm going to get rich overnight. Look, guys, 90% won't make it. That's all I got to say about that. I'm not going to sit here and list what 90%. I think there's some incredible 10%ers out there. I think there's some incredible 20%ers out there. I think there's some incredible, obviously, 70%ers. But you're going to be shocked at some of these coins that don't make it. Now, I say that to say this. So we talked about what if Ripple loses right out. Very unlikely. I'm telling you, very unlikely. Because that would just further... Well, here's the thing. Even if they do lose, it's not the death of Ripple. Even if it's just the United States. And again, the United States is a big player, but it doesn't mean the death of Apple. Because all Apple would do is just move out to a damn different country. The same thing that Gemini is doing, same thing that a lot of these other guys, hey, you don't want to play ball here? Screw you. We'll go somewhere else that appreciates us. Just like Hong Kong and some of these other countries reached out to Coinbase. Hey, if your country don't love you, come here. Give us a hug. Give us a hug. We'll take you. So it's not the death of Ripple by no means, because Ripple's use case is extraordinary. It's been tested. The partnerships are unreal. It's like the early days. I said it again, Steve Jobs and Apple. That's what we have at Ripple and XRP and Brad Garlinghouse. They know it. They know it. But you can look at so many different areas of the conspiracy, like Ripple goes on and buys Medico. Nobody was saying nothing. All of a sudden, Citibank, one of the big boys like JP Morgan, those guys, all of a sudden they're saying, we're going to reevaluate our position with Medico. You guys are, I'm telling you, scandalous. What did Gary Gill say? Hucksters, fraudsters. Huh? Hucksters, fraudsters, full of SH, good Lord, let me start, Chicago. Right? So just what, 30 days, 45 days, 2 months? Within 60 days of buying Medico, you got to reevaluate your situation. I'm telling you guys, so it's all part of the narrative to throw as much crap onto Ripple as possible. Now, we talked about what if Ripple loses. Probably not going to happen. What happens if it split the baby? Ripple secondary sales are deemed not securities. That's a win. Even if she says the first part of the sales could be, but she's not going to rule on that, it's going to go to Supreme Court. It's just like the gentleman that said with John Deaton on his show right after the day after him and emails came out. He was a 14 to 16 year veteran with the SEC. He says the SEC doesn't want to go to trial. They lose more often than not at trials. They don't want to go to trial because if they go to trial with Ripple, guys, you got to understand all this stuff plays into effect. Everything is public information. The him and emails, dude, Ripple would have a field day. Why is Wayne Chang involved? Why? Who the hell is Prometheum? Why did Bill Hinman get 15 million? Why is Vitalik Buterin getting phone calls before they deem even Ethereum as a security? Dude, it's such a scandalous situation. They don't want to go to trial. So that what John Deaton, even this gentleman from the SEC says, the possibility of a settlement is what they see to keep it all up from coming out. Because when me and Griff were talking, well, Griff says, well, what happens? Because think about it. If it goes to trial, Ripple will open up a can of whoop ass in the fact that they got so many countersuits. They can even go back and countersue for the $200 million that they spent. They can go back and ask, hey, we want more investigation to what other email. I mean, they could have, they've already spent $200 million. What did Brad Garza, he said, we got $1 billion we need to do something with. You don't think they got fight in them? You don't think they got the monetary position? Hell yeah, they do. So how do you end all that? How do you end all that, CKS? How do you get rid of that? It's called settlement. If they settle, you think that the SEC, we're just going to settle and give us, no, they're going to say, look, settle, wipe away your legal costs, wipe away, settlement means NDAs, keep your mouth closed, settle, we're done. You're not a security, okay, we lost this fight. And think about how realistic that is because when the Hemming emails came out that they tried to stop from coming out, what happened? All of a sudden, there's a lawsuit against Binance, a lawsuit against Coinbase, dozens of coins being listed as securities. It's like we're going to start such a bigger thing over here that, hey, whatever, Ripple, take Ripple, whatever, who cares? I'm telling you guys, but what they don't realize, this is huge. It will be the first regulated crypto, the first non-security crypto, even Ethereum. I mean, even though they got a pass right now, not to say that Congress can't come back and question the corruption with Ethereum. So now you got Bitcoin, that's the commodity. You got XRP, that's the only regulated crypto. They're 2.5 years, possibly 2 years ahead of everyone else because it's ending when everyone else is starting. But then I asked myself, okay, so let's say that happens. You know how Congress, you know how our government is. You know how all governments are. They want control. So what happens if all of a sudden what's going to happen over the next 2.5 months to even 2.5 months. What's getting ready to happen? Well, FedNow is coming out the end of the 20th of this month, right? You've got September. Judge Torres has to give a ruling or embarrass herself and hand the case over to Congress. So the next 2.5 months are going to be huge. And then let's say 5 months to the end of the year. So the next 2.5 months to 5.5 months to the end of the year is going to be extraordinarily important. And I start pushing it, like the reason that me and Griff had this long conversation, I say, Griff, what if? So how do they control the narrative if Ripple wins? You think they're going to let this huge Apple-like company go in and say, hey, because it's not just here in the United States. This is an American company that's going to get ready to have a profound impact on the world globally. So I started thinking, I said, man, Griff, I said, good Lord, man, I have a different conversation. I said, what if they try to control that narrative? What if part of the settlement is, we'll settle. You can't come back from none of your legal fees. We settle. Hey, you're not a security, but we want you to stop all retail sales from all retail sales to the public. Because if this is going to be the world currency of $755 million in 3 seconds for less than a penny, we want control over that. Financial institution, it's the right thing to do. And all of a sudden, they stop sales. Well, how do they stop sales, Jay? I mean, number one is they can contact Ripple or Ripple agrees to the settlement. Why wouldn't Ripple do that? I'm not trying to be facetious here. It would actually be in their benefit to listen and to work with the government, because hasn't that been the problem with people in Ripple the whole time, is that they're not this free crypto like Bitcoin and everything else is free and we're going to do away with the banks and the government. No, Ripple is actually something that enhances the financial institutions, the banking institutions, sending money. It supports the one thing that no one wants to see, which is CBDCs. Look, guys, you need to wake the hell up. Look, I'm for freedom. But if you think that crypto is going to be the type of freedom where you can do away with banks and institutions and the government and taxes, you out of your damn shikaka mind. You out of your doggone mind. It's the same reason no one supported Ripple up to this point. It's because they help the very thing that we're trying to get rid of. Look, and I'm not saying it as a whole. I'm just saying it helps move money. And I'm not saying Ripple supporting the government. I'm just saying that whenever you're moving money, whenever you're going to be let's say the solution to moving money around the world, there's going to be eyes. There's going to be accountability. There's going to be taxation. There's going to be who's got what. And do you think for 1 minute that if the SEC or the government goes up and says, look, we need you to, I'm just saying a possibility. This is conspiracy theory. It could be wrong, could be right. We need KYC for anybody that has or that holds or that buys Ripple. We're going to put an automatic halt to all retail sales. All institutions should have the first right to buy any and all the rest of XRP. Do you understand what the hell would happen to XRP's price? Do you understand what the hell? Am I saying that? Do you understand what the hell would happen to XRP's price if they did something like that? Does that not make sense to anyone else besides myself? I'm not saying it's going to play out that way. But I'm just saying, if this thing is that powerful, where you can move $755 million in 3 seconds for a fraction of a penny, and the more expensive it is, the cheaper the transaction fees? Are you serious right now? The fact that it was built to be a $10,000 coin, you think once they lose this battle and they sit back and they're not sitting there going, hold on, we need to control this situation. And what company would they have to stop in the U.S.? I said this in the beginning of the stream. What company? They got to go after 15 companies? They don't have to go after Coinbase. They already got them in litigation. They don't have to go after Binance USA. They already got them in litigation. Binance OG is not even licensed to do business. And the companies that do have the ability to sell you XRP, they can bounce. They're not part of the United States. KuCoin, MEX, the only company they got to go after is what? Uphold. To control the entire narrative here in the United States. Uphold. And you don't think FedNow, all the governments can come together and say, wait a minute, what? This is really the solution that's working behind it? We need to control this. We need to cut off all retail sales and only institutions. So now that goes back to what they've been saying the whole time, buybacks. I'm telling you guys, when they say things, you got to look at why they would say that. Why would you say buybacks? Which could be extraordinary if the price moons up and they're going to buy back everybody's XRP. I'm just saying. Like, someone explain a better narrative to me right now. Explain a better conspiracy theory. Or explain something different to me that I can understand. Because if it's that powerful, you don't think the government, our government and governments want to control that powerful coin? You don't think there could be a possible agreement? And I'm not, look, it's nothing against Ripple. Ripple's doing what they're supposed to do, because if you're a business, if me, CKez, Beekeeper69, and Crypto Tales had this company called Ripple, and our whole mission is to enhance the ability to send money at the cheapest price possible for a fraction of the cost. Come on, guys. You would call me and Crypto Tales, CKez, and BKB69 sellouts? Hell no. That's what we were created. That's why we were created. To enhance CBDCs, to enhance financial institution sentiment. That's why we were created. So they would only be doing what they were created to do. The only difference is, if you got to be in compliance, which you can see Coinbase try to go in and kiss the SEC's booty, right? And what did it get them? Nowhere. Brad Garlinghouse, early on, went to go meet. He said, I met with Bill Hammond and Jay Clayton. Hey, guys, I'm here. I ain't got no legal representation because I'm here on good faith. Hey, I got nothing to hide. What did they do? Tried to take him to the cleaners. Try to sue him out of existence. And he's like, hell, do you know who we are? Fool? We are the Apple of crypto. And if you want to control that narrative, what do? you calm yourself down when there's no way else to defeat them. Just like 8 days before the Hemming emails, what did they do? Oh, crap, Gary. Elizabeth, what are we going to do? File lawsuits against Coinbase and Binance right now and list dozens of coins right now. Do it. Damn it, we're losing this thing. And all of a sudden, Judge Torres has this difficult decision. If she says split the baby, they don't want to go to trial. And if they settle, you think they're going to say, okay, settle, but you can come back and sue us later. Dude, that settlement will be very detailed. And it's going to be detailed. And why would you not put yourself in a position to try to control this massive beast? I mean, you can't stop them. Just like you guys, me and Griff was talking about, you guys remember, I think it was JP Morgan or something, that offered to try to buy Ripple, and they said, hell no. You don't remember that years ago? They tried to buy Ripple. And Ripple said, hell no. Matter of fact, before the lawsuit, they put an offer in to try to negotiate and buy Ripple, and they said, hell no. And then all of a sudden, the lawsuit happened. None of this is all, guys, look, this is like one of those criminal, fraudulent cases that's all being revealed before our eyes. The Hinman. I mean, look, is it a coincidence that the emails really spelled out what it spelled out, which we all knew? ETHgate, corruption, the attack on XRP. So when you can't beat them and you can't defeat them and you can't bribe them and you can't buy them, what do? Try to control the narrative, because you know, in order for all this to work, they got to play game. They got to play ball. It's kind of like sitting there with a mediator and say, okay, guys, hey, Ripple, you want to be the primary, and government, you want this. So, hey, let's stop retail sales. Let's contact Uphold and stop all this. I'm just saying. And then who do you give the power to? I'm not saying Uphold won't be able to be, but you don't got to prove anybody else. Matter of fact, you're so busy trying to come up with your narrative of approving who? JP Morgan. Fidelity. So now what happens, you push all the money, all the people to the institutions that you can control that are playing ball. Meanwhile, they've made hundreds of millions, if not billions, because you showed them favor, which is why Bitcoin is pumping and nothing else is. You created so much FUD and so much crap in the industry that Bitcoin is shining. And yet you got coins that when Bitcoin was 31,000, they were $1 something. They were $1.20, almost $1.30, like Matic. And it's having a hard time keeping 70 cents right now. You've done what you were supposed to do. You've done what you set out to do. And so now all of a sudden, everybody that wants to buy this crypto, everybody that wants to get XRP or get these cryptos, they got to go through your good old boys. And the good old boys are going to want what? KYC. Know exactly what everybody holds. Tax it. Because how do you get the IRA? How do you get taxation on all these assets? It's like I told Griff. What if you're sitting on Shiba right now? What if you're sitting on XRP right now and it moons to $100 or $1,000 and you're super rich? How do you spend the money? How do you cash out? Have you not thought about that? Oh, well, I'm going to send it over here to this country out of the country and use KYC. What happens when you send it to an exchange or a platform that has the ability to steal your money and not answer for it? Are you that stupid? Are you not going to play ball? Are you not going to send it to Uphold or JP Morgan or wherever you have to, so that you can guarantee that you can, just like CCAS said, or just like my man Mike Collins said, $20, 300 something thousand, and it got stuck? Just like I told you with the guy from Pepe, because hey, are they regulated? He made millions of dollars and settled for 600,000. Is that what you want to go through? Or are you going to play ball and you're going to get KYC'd? All the things that crypto was created for, to protect us, like Monero, privacy. You ain't going to last, Monero. I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm just saying that to be factual. Privacy? What the hell are you talking about? When the world is going to be basically KYC and taxing your butt on everything you got? Because if not, what is it to be a multimillionaire if you can't spend any of it? Oh, you think you're going to go do backdoor? Well, I'll take my Bitcoin and I'll take my Shiba and go buy something off the grid and nobody's got to know about it. Okay. But that place that you went to go buy it, they got to report taxes. They got to tell the government who bought that house and that car. I'm just saying the days where we had that window of doing things in the gray area is about to close down. You hear what I'm saying? It's about to close down. And the very thing that crypto was created for, which is freedom, is going to be tracked to the T. every part of it, every aspect of it. Because if you don't, then you're going to be put out the damn game. Because governments are not going to let you win without getting a piece of their pie. The only way that can happen, and I'm not saying this, is not financial. Guys, remember, everything I talk about is not should never be considered financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. My name is James, a.k.a. 68J. I'm just documenting my journey in the evolution of money. So this is not financial advice. But in order to get away from this system of manipulation and control, you either play the game or you leave and go to a different country, which a lot of people already have. And now you play by their rules. Maybe you're in El Salvador. Hopefully it's Bitcoin, because they're not really supporting anything else, but they support Bitcoin or some other country that's crypto friendly. But if it's in part of the good old USA, you better get ready to play. They're going to probably take a good percentage of it. Do you know that there's certain countries right now that's got like a 40, 50% tax on certain crypto assets? I'm telling you guys, we better get ready. We better get ready. So going back to what I was saying, there's a reason that Bitcoin is still standing tall right now. And I really, for the first time, I see it, the way that I understand this game and understanding what Judge Torres is going through, understanding what Gary Gensler is doing, understanding that this Operation Choke Point 2.0 is real, guys. They've got a plan, guys. It's playing out, guys. And I'm just telling you that Bitcoin is I think it's going to be out of people's reach in the next 6 to 12 months. I think we hit 6 digits and we don't come back down. I'm just telling you. Because trillions of dollars, are you guys not looking at this right here? 1.22 trillion, there's about 30 trillion on the sidelines. 30 trillion? That's not even globally. We're just talking about the money that's sitting here in the United States. What about globally? If we only got 10% of what's here in the United States, that's 3 to 4 times bigger than we're at right now. Come on, man. I'm just telling you guys, what if? All you got to ask yourself is what if? What if 68J is right? What if I'm wrong? That's fine. Then you explain to me a different way, a different narrative. I'm just talking about the things that are in front of me that I can physically see. And then you can add a couple pieces of the puzzle based off of what we see, the corruption, the manipulation, the strategy, the JP Morgan, all. And it's funny, somebody has said today on Twitter. I've been talking a whole lot. Let me go through some of this Twitter stuff, guys. I'm sorry. I've been on one. This is funny right here. John Deaton comes out, and this is what was on the tip of my, I'm so thankful that this is the first thing that was on the tip of my head right now. The SEC Gary Gensler, the SEC/Gary Gensler are essentially claiming Coinbase is running an illegal business. They're running an illegal business. However, yet the largest asset manager in the world and others like it are disclosing their intent to do business with this illegal business called Coinbase. Manipulation. Hey, where is everybody looking right here? Huh? Just in, $9 trillion asset manager BlackRock names Coinbase, SSA counterpart, and updated spot Bitcoin ETF filing. And many others are. Because see, here's the thing, guys. Isn't it crazy when a company has positioned themselves and they figured out the game? Coinbase, right? And they know that Brian Armstrong is doing everything by the books. He tried to work with the SEC 30 times. He's doing everything right. He's doing everything right. And they see that this is a company built off of integrity that wants to follow regulation. And from day one, they built the entire infrastructure over making sure that they're able to provide digital assets at the highest level. And then you got these other companies that were coming in. Hey, Ripple, can we buy you? Hey, can we do this? They didn't put anything in place to be at the forefront of this thing. But what they got is they got the SEC government and certain congressmen in their back pockets. And they're saying, look, it's almost like Verizon and AT&T building one of the best networks and cell phones. And since the government can't beat them, they creep this FUD, this fraudulent manipulation over the market, and then their whole intention is to work with them. So we didn't start it, we didn't build it, but we want to control it and put you under this box, this umbrella. So y'all going to be rich, Coinbase, but you're going to help our guys, our big dogs who didn't pay attention to this, who were so worried about money and all these other things that are now, that are losing its value. But I'll be damned if you sit up there and you get bigger than JP Morgan Fidel. So what we're going to do is you better play ball with these guys and let them ride your backs and ride your... You guys get where I'm going with this? So you can't beat them, so you join them, but you legally got to join them. That's why they got them in this lawsuit, is to control them. That's all it is, guys. Just like back in the days, hey, we couldn't control these big old, people from this different country. I won't even talk about race. So let's enslave them. That's how we control them. I'm just telling you. What do we say? Where are we at right now? Financial slavery 101. Huh? We talked about that. Guys, we're over an hour already. I need to hear get this thing going. Rosa Rios, what do you think about cryptocurrency as a form of currency? Her comments is XRP, it's one of a few cryptocurrency options out there that has a credible and legitimate use. So financial institutions use it to settle cross-border payments. 1, XLM, XDC. There's a few of them. Let's see here. 9 trillion asset manager. We read this already. BlackRock. Who are they going to use? Who are they going to use? Coinbase. Just saying. Bulls are trying to sustain Bitcoin above 31,000, which may trigger a rally to 40,000. Will altcoins follow? Because you know why they got this article? Because that's what history has shown us. When Bitcoin, could you imagine how screwed up, how effed up you'll feel if Bitcoin gets to 40,000 and we still got altcoins that are struggling? Because of why? It's all planned. The lawsuit, the litigation. It's all planned. Y'all might win this little battle with XRP, but boy, we about to bring one hell of, to your front door. It's crazy. Look at how many assets, where they were at 31, when Bitcoin was 31,000. Where were these altcoins? That's the question. Will altcoins follow? Jack the Ripper seems to think, hey, like if you already feel pre-rich, XRP, millionaires coming in soon, coming in. David Schwartz. All elements are now taken. Google has earth. Apple has air. Amazon has fire. Ripple has water. Everywhere. Everywhere. Island Ghost. What's up, Island Ghost? Hey, how you doing, sis? Anthony Winters in the house. Beekeeper69. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. CCAS, Crypto Tales. Guys, let's take a moment to say what's up, hello, good evening, much love to the family. And the best way to do that is with my boy Crypto Tales. What's up? Woo!
Swift, in other words, was no filter left. Stuck in
Hey!
Does it like it is. Got them switching gears. A Ferrari with the tens. On some bullet shit. Stop crying, start buying, getting bags. I ain't lying.
Keeping it 100 with 6@J. It's not only on Saturday. This is every day. That's what we do. Keep it 100. Let's keep talking about it. We're over an hour, Was there a subtitle nod to I'm sorry, not subtitle. I'm sorry. Was there a subtle nod to Ripple at yesterday's press conference? This was on June 22nd, or just a coincidence? Jerome Powell says he's been a Grateful Dead for 50 years. Okay. So this is, you had to kind of, I saw this before. You got to kind of read between the lines of Grateful Dead, and were they talking about Ripple and all that? If you get a chance, check it out. People try to find little secrets and everything. If you get a chance, make sure you grab some of these VBs. I don't get paid by VB. I just like their collectibles. They're pretty awesome. I buy them typically every day. Kind of slow down here lately. Shh. You guys, this is supposed to be a secret. Fed now. Look at this. Look at all these providers. Ripple PayNet. Finstra. Okay, let's go over here. Good Lord. Oh my God, I'm having too much fun. Yeah, in seconds. Gotta love it, guys. Gotta love it. They're scared. Just saying. Let's see what happens. Just Taurus, wake up. What's up? Be patient. Bull flag right now on Bitcoin. Which way did this go, George? Which way did this go? Could it go up? Could it have a little? We still got some room to hear bounce around here, but typically what happens in a bull flag, typically a big percentage of the time you see movement to the upside. Just like this bigger one here. See this? Bigger version of this bull flag. What happens? It comes down. We're probably sitting right around in this area right here. See that? Right here? Which is where we're at right here. It comes down. A lot of people say, oh my God, what's going to happen? And booyah! And I think just like that, that's what's going to happen. The run to 40K. Just saying. Now, could we have this retracement that a lot of people are talking about that they predicted around September, October? Yeah. What else is happening in September, October? What could cause a dip in the market? Me and Griff also talked about that. Make sure you smash the likes and hit that subscribe. Thank you so much, CCAS. Show your love. What if, because remember, they still got that. Have you guys seen the news with Circle lately? And how Circle is going to be kind of implemented to all this stuff as far as a stable coin? So, who's Circle's competition? Tether. You can't control the narrative. What do? Bring on a lawsuit. That seems to be the Gary Gensler way. So that could also cause a dip. What if for some crazy, manipulative, jacked up 3% chance that Ripple loses? Because remember, she has to give her judgment by when? September. Just saying. I personally don't think that's going to happen. But can we have a dip? There's always a possibility. Remember, I'm not saying this because I have a huge amount of money invested in digital assets, period, especially XRP. A Ripple, that 3%, that small percentage chance that Ripple loses in the United States because of corruption, people will look at why. See, it's one thing if they lost because, oh my God, they're horrible. No, they are the Apple of crypto, and I'm tired of damn saying it. They're not scandalous. They're not, you know what Ethereum is? Ethereum is the Bernie Madoff of crypto. That's what VTHO is. They are the scandals. I'm going to say what I say. I'm not saying they're not killing. I'm not saying they're number two, but they're number two because they Nancy Kerrigan, they Tanya Harding, Nancy Kerrigan in ice skating. They hit XRP in the ankles. Remember that scandal? I talked about it. That's the analogy. The only analogy I can come up with. They hit XRP in the ankles at number two, so they're number two. But why? Corruption, scandal, payoffs, all that stuff. China connected. Could even be some kind of, national freaking whatever, right? Is that not treason when you're working with China-based company to swing the narrative in their position? Look, it is what it is. So the point of the matter is that you've got this extraordinary company, extraordinary opportunity, Ripple, Apple-like type company, Apple-like type business. And at the end of the day, guys, I'm telling you, it's all going to play out. It's all going to play out. If it doesn't, then people are going to look who Ripple is. Look how amazing. Look at everything about them is A plus. Even if they lose, it'll just be an A minus. They're still an A business, a first class business. So even if for some reason the corruption goes into the decision, which I don't think it is, but if it does, they still don't lose. I mean, they lose temporarily, but not to what they do. So at the end of the day, I think we're going to be okay no matter what. The only difference is if it's a split the baby or a right-out win, if it goes to trial or settlement, dude, Ripple's going to explode. Straight, and that's not financial advice. It's just me and Griff, one of the biggest things we talked about is why it was created. It was created for Ripple to be at least a $10,000 coin. Did you see the Valal valuation from Stanford? They got up to what, 100,000 or whatever it was, something crazy by 20. Look, guys, the potential is there. If the Valal evaluation is wrong, even if that's wrong, even if Ripple's wrong by, if it was 10% of 10,000, $1,000, if it was 1% of 10,000, $100, that's life changing. You have to understand, it's not hype. We're not talking about Pepe or this and that, or a coin that might be used at UA Cinemas or might be used for Tesla or something. Look, I'm not trying to bash any project. You're talking about a project that nothing else is like it, in a class of its own. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say, guys. I don't want over an hour. I got to get out of here. Crypto being held hostage by the SEC. What else? I got a whole lot more I can show. There's a lot more stuff here. Go to my Twitter page. Check out what I've posted. Hopefully you guys learned something today. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. We'll be live again. I got to get out of here. An hour and almost 20 minutes. Good Lord. I was on one. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Remember, we go live Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Saturday and Sunday will be going on as well. Typically, I was doing 10 a.m., which Saturday was Keeping It 100 with 68J. And Sunday, fun day. I just don't know if those times are going to work out based off of travel. We might have to go on the road. We might have to do early mornings. We might have to do, late in the evenings or middle of the day. I don't know yet, but I'll keep those things going. Crypto Tales, I appreciate you. Much love to the family. All you guys that are out there, thank you so much. We'll appreciate you. We'll catch you guys mañana. It's your boy James, a.k.a. 68J. Till next time. Peace.